So let's make sure cameras are on, ready for class. Okay, great. Still waiting for Lei Kang. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mute everyone and I'm going to get started on our lesson today because we've got a lot of stuff to get through. Lei Kang, have you got a question?
I want to read the classroom.
Okay, Lei Kang, you can do that. Lei Kang, go ahead and read those class rules for me.
Miss Rachel, class rules. 1. Speak loudly and clearly. 2. Raise your hand to speak. 3. Mute and video on. 4. Do not draw on the screen unless asked. 5. Listen carefully. 6. Speak English. 7. Try your best.
Good girl, lovely reading, Lei Kang. Okay, guys, so these are the class rules that you must follow. If you break any of these rules, please just know that Miss Lan will be noting down and deducting points for each time you do break a rule. If you abide by all the rules and you raise your hand and answer questions and participate well in class, Miss Lan will also be making a note of that and you will be rewarded with Class Dojo points. So just know that everything that you do, whether it's good or bad, will be noted and you will get points for it or points removed for it. All right, guys, so today we've got lots of things to do. So I'm going to start us off with our homework. So on Friday, we learned about suffixes, full, less, and us. Have a look at this page in your reader's notebook. Everyone should have their homework in front of them and checking homework now. So make sure you've got your homework in front of you and you're going through and ticking or correcting as we go along. Number 1, Uncle Mario is a skillful carpenter who can build just about anything out of wood. So we had to firstly circle the word that has the suffix or a suffix, that's skillful. And then we had to break it down into the base word, the suffix, and the meaning. Can you please do that for me? And you can go to the bathroom. Please be very quick. Can you please do that for me, Zaling? Can you break this word down?
Skill.
So number 1, what is the base word of skillful?
Skill.
Skill. Good girl, well done. And the suffix is?
Full.
And the meaning is?
Full of skill.
Good girl. So the base word is skill. My suffix is full, and the meaning of skillful is full of skill. You then should have written a word. So you then should have written a sentence using the word skillful as part of your sentence. Number 2, Gloria was happy to hear that her trip to the dentist would be painless. Here, my word is painless. Lei Kang, don't turn off your camera, please. Can you please break it down for me? I'd like a boy this time. Kui Kang.
The base word is pain and the suffix is less. It means without pain.
Perfect. Well done, Kui Kang. So when you finish that, you should have written your own sentence using the word painless, like, I like to go to the doctor's and have a painless trip. Number 3, my grandmother is an adventurous person who likes to see new places and try new things. So this grandma sounds like a cool grandma. So my word with a suffix is adventurous. Can you please break down this word for me? I'll have a girl this time. Let's go for Susie. Will you do that for me, please?
The best word is adventure, and suffix is us. Meaning of lack, personal lack of adventure.
Yeah, loves to go on adventures or full of adventure. Good job. So be careful with this one, guys. The base word is adventure. Adventure is spelled with the letter E. We have taken the E out of this word and replaced it with O-U-S. So we've dropped the E before adding our suffix here. But our base word is adventure, not adventure. We need to make sure we have that E. So make sure you spelled that correctly. Yeah, and then you should have written a sentence using the word adventurous. For example, Simba is an adventurous character because he likes to go on lots of adventures. Number 4, it is hard to say no to our coach because he is such a powerful person. The word we should have circled here is powerful. Can you break it down for me, Quang Hai?
The base word is power, and the suffix is full, and the meaning is full of skill.
Full of skill?
Mm,
Full of skill or full of?
full of power.
Full of power, good job. So the base word is power, our suffix is full, and it means you're full of power. You have a lot of power if you're powerful. Okay, last one. Our dog Red sometimes yelps in his sleep, but he had a dreamless nap today. The word we should have circled is the word dreamless. It has our suffix in it. Now, can you please break that one down for me, Kiwi? Kiwi, are you there? Okay, Kiwi, I can hear you now. So can you break the word dreamless down for me? What's the base word? What's the suffix?
The base word is dream.
Yeah, and the suffix?
Suffix is less.
And the meaning is?
I think no, without.
Yeah, without. Okay, so the base word is dream, the suffix is less, and it means without dreams. If you have a dreamless sleep or a dreamless nap, it means that you've woken up and you cannot remember the dream that you had, so it was dreamless. All right, guys, please make sure you've checked along and corrected any work or any mistakes you might have made. Good job. Okay, guys, let's move on. So, oops, this isn't for us. Okay, so today we are starting our movie study and we are studying the movie Coco. Let me just have a look. Click the raise your hand button if you watched the movie Coco over the weekend. Click the raise your hand button if you watched the movie over the weekend. Great. Okay, Zaling and Noob. Zaling, you didn't watch the movie?
Yes.
You did watch it? Okay, so Zaling, it's really important that you watch the movie today because we're going to be studying it. Noob, you didn't watch the movie either?
No, I watched already.
Yes, but on Friday I did say even if you've seen it already, it's still important to watch it one more time. Noob, your camera is also off, so you're going to have to be put in the waiting room until that goes back on. Okay, guys, so Coco is our movie study. Now, click the raise your hand button if you have printed out the booklet that was sent to you. Click the raise your hand button if you printed out the booklet that was sent to you. Ming Huang and Kiwi and Susie. Okay, just 3 people. Okay, so guys, it's really important that you print that booklet out if you can, because that's where we're going to be doing all of our homework and it's where we're going to be doing all of our classwork. So for example, today, we're going to be using that booklet and filling some things in. For those of you who don't have the booklet, you're going to have to catch up and do it at home for homework since you won't be able to do it in class today. If you have your booklet, please make sure you get it now and put it in front of you. Quang Hai, you have a question?
Can I go to take my booklet?
Yes, go. Go get your booklet. Good job, Kiwi. Oh, Kiwi even has a nice plastic cover on hers to keep it nice and protected. Amazing. Good job, Lei Kang. Good job to everyone who printed out. Good girl, Susie. Good job, Kwikang. Great. Okay, so let's have a look. First and foremost, where is Coco set? Think about the setting of Coco. Where is it set? In which country does this story take place? Does it happen in Vietnam? Does it happen in India? Does it happen in England? What country does Coco take place in? What do you think? Susie?
Mexico.
Good girl, well done. So Coco takes place in the country that is Mexico, or as you hear them call it in the movie, Mexico. So that's how Spanish speakers say the word Mexico. So yes, it's created and set in a made-up town in the real country of Mexico. Have a look at this next question. When is Coco set? Particularly, what day? So Coco the movie is set predominantly on one special day. So it's a special holiday that many people in the Spanish and Hispanic culture celebrate. And basically, they leave out lots of treats like apples and wine and beer and lemonade and chocolate biscuits for their family members who have passed on. So they leave out all of these treats and goodies and offerings for their family members. And on this special day, the family members are able to travel back from the land of the dead and the spirit world, and they're able to come back to the land of the living and enjoy these offerings and be around their family. Does anyone know what day it's called? Teddy?
It's called the Day of the Dead.
Good girl, well done. It's called the Day of the Dead, also known in the movie as Dia de los Muertos. So you may hear them say it in the movie as Dia de los Muertos. And this is Spanish and it translates to Day of the Dead. And so yes, it is. It's the Day of the Dead when they can come back to the real world and celebrate and be with their family. Now, who are the characters in this story? Can you remember their names? We're going to play a little game. So boys and girls, I'm going to divide you into two teams and you're going to tell me the names of the characters who are on the screen. So I'm going to let the girls go first today. Girls, who is this character? What is his name? Let's go for Kiwi, go ahead.
This is Miguel.
Very good. Well done, Kiwi. This is Miguel Rivera. Miguel is our main character, but he is the character that the story is mostly about. So in your character booklet, in your character section in your booklet, guys, can you please write down the names? So you will have pictures of characters as we go along and you see the characters write down their names. This is Miguel Rivera. 1 point for the girls team. Okay, next. Boys, who is this? Okay, Steve, who is this?
Dottie.
Sorry, can you say it one more time?
Dottie.
Very good, well done. This is the street dog, Dante. So Dante is a loyal street dog who helps Miguel in all of his adventures. Well done, boys team. Make sure you're writing this down in your booklet as you go along. This is Dante, the street dog. Okay, girls, back to you. All right, 2 points for this one, girls. If you can tell me who this character is and her name. So who is she? What is her relationship to anyone in the story? And what is her name? So 2 points available if you can tell me who she is and what her name is. What do we think? Any idea who this is? Okay, so girls, boys, no, none of the girls are answering. So boys, if you know the answer to this one, you can click the raise your hand button and you can steal a point from the girls team if you know who this is. Okay, so no hands are going up. So this is Luisa Rivera, and she is Miguel's mother. She is Miguel's mother. So Luisa Rivera, she is Miguel's mommy. Okay, moving on, boys, it's over to you. Same question, who is this man and what is his name? So you can have 2 points for this one if you can tell me both, or 1 point if you get either of those questions right. Okay, Kwang Hai, go ahead.
He is Miguel's father. I think.
Yes, that's 1 point for you. It's Miguel's father. And do you know his name?
No.
No, that's okay. Kui Kang, do you know his name?
I think it's Miguel something. Barnes.
Miguel something? Not quite. So Miguel is our young 11-year-old boy. He's our main character. So it's Miguel's father, but it's not his name. His name is Enrique Rivera. So this name is Enrique. And in English, we have a similar name. If we were to translate this, we would translate this to Henry. So Henry, but Enrique in Spanish. Enrique Rivera. So please add this in to your box or your characters' names. Enrique Rivera. Good job. So the boys got 1 point for getting Miguel's dad right. Okay, moving on, girls, back to you. Who is this? Again, I'll give 2 points for this one. If you can tell me who she is, so for example, she's Miguel's mother, and her name. So can you tell me who this is and what her name is? I'll give 2 points here if you can. Kiwi, go ahead.
She is Miguel's grandmother and her name is Abuelita.
Good girl, Kiwi. Bam, bam. 2 points for the girls team. Good job, Kiwi. So yes, this is Miguel's grandmother, and her name is Abuelita Elena. Now let me just explain what the word abuelita is. Abuelita translates little grandma. Okay, so in Spanish, the word abuelita means little grandma. The word for grandma is actually abuela. So abuela means grandmother, but because Elena is very short and she's not very tall, they call her abuelita, which means little grandma Elena. So this is her name, Abuelita Elena. Good job, Kiwi. Really good girl. Okay, boys, back to you. Who is this? Any ideas who this is? Good job. I'm seeing some of the girls get excited and raise their hands. Good job, girls. But this is the boys' turn. If the boys can't get it right, you will be allowed to try and steal a point. Okay, Ming Huang, who is this? Two questions. What is her name and what is her relationship? Who is she in the family? Go ahead. Yeah.
Hector's daughters.
Very good. Well done, Ming Huang. Bam, bam. 2 points for the boys team. This is Mama Coco, and Mama Coco is Hector's daughter. Or you could say, this is Abuelita Elena's mom. So Abuelita Elena's mom is Mama Coco, and she is Miguel's great grandmother. Very good. Okay, so boys, you're on 4, girls, you're on 3. Girls, back to you. Who is this and what is her name? Again, 2 points available here if you can tell me a relationship she has to someone and her name. Okay, good job. Susie, go ahead. Good. And do you know who she is?
She is Coco mom.
She is what, sorry?
She is Mama Coco mom.
Very good. She is Coco's mother. Well done. Bam, bam. 2 points for the girls team. This is Imelda Rivera, and she is Coco's mother. Well done. So this is Miguel's great, great, great grandmother. Well done. Imelda Rivera. Boys, who is this? Who is this and what relationship does he have to the Rivera family? So 2 points available, his name and who he is to the family. Okay, Steve, go ahead.
He is Coco dad.
Very good. He's Coco's father, so that's 1 point for the boys. And do you know his name? Okay, Steve doesn't know his name. Quang Hai, do you know his name? Quang Hai, are you there?
I know, I don't know what his name, but I know he is a great grandfather of Miguel.
Good
But I-
job. Well done. That's okay. It's okay. Ming Huang, you changed your name. Ming Huang, go ahead and help the boys team. Good job. Well done. His name is Hector Rivera. So guys, with your booklets, please be writing this all down. Write the names down. Hector Rivera. So well done, boys. That's 2 points for you. Okay, last 2 games. Girls, who is this? Boo. We don't like this character. He's evil, he's mean, he's horrible, but who is it? Who is he? So 1 point here. Who is he? What is his name? That's the answer I'm looking for. Lê Khánh?
Blouse.
Sorry, can you say it again?
And it's place of blouse. I don't know. I don't remember.
You don't remember his name? That's okay. Okay, can any girls help? Teddy, can you help?
His name is Ernesto de la Cruz.
Good job. And well done to Kui Kang. He's typing in the chat box, answering these questions as we go along. This is Ernesto de la Cruz. Now, Ernesto de la Cruz is this famous singer. Everyone loves him and thinks he's a great musician. But we learn in this movie, he's not as great as he seems. Good job. That's another point for the girls team. Okay, so right now we have a tie. We have 6 and 6. Boys, if you get this right, you will win the game. Okay, who is this? Raise your hand to answer the question. So I've lowered all of your hands. Click the raise your hand button if you know the answer to this question. Who is this? What is this character's name? No hands up from the boys. So the girls will be able to steal the point if no boys raise their hand. Because Lê Khánh has her hand raised right now. So boys, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, okay. Kui Kang, who is this?
I think it is.
Yeah. Who do you think it is? Kui Kang, are you there?
I mean,
Yeah, can you say the name again? You think it is? I think you got it right. I
Pepita.
just didn't hear.
Pepita.
Pepita, very good. Well done. This is Pepita. Well done. Awesome work, boys. So this is Pepita, and he or she or it, we don't know if it's a boy or a girl. It is a spirit guide. So it's like a jaguar with ram horns and wings. And it is Imelda's spirit guide. Well done, boys. You won the round that time. Awesome work. Okay, guys, now moving on to what we're mainly focusing on today. We're mainly looking at character traits today. Character traits just mean how we describe a character. When we look at character traits, we can break it down into outside and inside character traits. Excuse me. Outside character traits are things that we can see with our eyes. So for example, brown hair, dark eyes, striped shirt. These are all physical traits that we can look at and see on this character. However, inside character traits are a little bit different. They are things that we cannot see from the outside. They're personality traits, who they are as a person, whether they're kind, caring, evil, horrible. We can't tell just by looking at them. So instead, we have to look, yes, Kwang Hai, you can drink water. So instead, we have to look inside. We can learn about inside character traits through what the character thinks, the words that the character says, the actions that they do, and the feelings that they have in the movie or in the story. Everyone who has a booklet, please turn to page 7 in your booklet now. Turn to page 7. On page 7, you will find this beautiful word bank that we have with lots of different words for character traits. So there are lots of example words that we could use here while we figure out and go through the characters in this story. We have words like adventurous, brave, careful, confident, creative, curious, determined, friendly, happy, helpful, kind, loyal, messy, nervous, overprotective, proud, rude, sad, scary, serious, simple-minded, and stubborn. So we've got lots and lots of words to choose from, and we're going to use this word bank to help us fill in our character traits table. So for those of you with booklets, please fill in as we go along. So this is Miguel Rivera. Miguel Rivera is our main character in this movie. And today I want to talk about his inside and outside character traits. So I'll go first before I ask for any examples from you guys. In my opinion, I think Miguel Rivera is adventurous. Now, I can't just give you a character trait without explaining why I think that. So I'm going to explain why I chose adventurous. I think Miguel is adventurous because he sets off on this huge adventure to pursue his dream. He wants to be a musician, and he goes on a huge adventure to the land of the dead to try and get a blessing from Ernesto de la Cruz, who he thinks is his great-great-great-grandfather. And this huge adventure that he sets on is really magical and scary and wonderful. So I think he's adventurous because he likes to go on adventures. An outside characteristic I noticed is that he is young. He is a young boy. He's only a child. He's not an adult. Okay, what do you guys think? Think about Miguel. For those of you who have your book, look at the word bank. Try and find some words that you would use to describe Miguel and then give them to me. Have a think about it, guys. What kind of character is Miguel? What do you think? So I said he's adventurous, and I said he is young on the outside. So you can give me an inside trait or an outside trait. It's up to you. Okay, good job, boys. I've got Kui Kang and Kwang Hai. Go ahead, Kwang Hai. You go first.
Outside of Miguel was curious because he was curious what he want to listen to his great grandfather that he think he is his great grandfather, and he want to go to the ball and see him sing, but he didn't have a ticket, so he sneaked into the ball.
Very good. So you're saying he's curious. Now be careful. You said that's an outside trait. Being curious is actually an inside trait. Outside traits are things that we can see, like black hair, brown eyes, young. Whereas curious isn't something that we can see on the outside. We find out he's curious through the actions that he does. But yes, absolutely, Kwang Hai, I agree with you. I would also write down that Miguel is curious because he's always trying to find out new things. He's always trying to find out answers. Good job, Kwang Hai. Le Kang, what do you think about Miguel?
I think Miguel is brave
Good girl. Why do you think he's brave? Go ahead.
because because Miguel like adventure and 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 he want to see cruise.
De la Cruz. Very good. I would agree. He's really brave because he puts himself in danger to protect his family and his friends. So I would agree. He's brave going on these adventures and putting himself in danger. Kui Kang, what were you going to say?
I'm going to say like
You were going to say he's brave. Well, good job. Well done. Kiwi, what do you think about Miguel?
I think he is creative
Oh, good girl.
because he made a guitar for his own.
Very good. Well done, Kiwi. That's an amazing answer. I'm actually going to put you down as an extra effort answer. So you're going to get extra points on Class Dojo for that. Miguel is creative because he created his own guitar all by himself. Well done, Kiwi. Now let's have a look, guys. My inside and outside traits. This is what I have written down for Miguel. If you like any of these, you can copy them down for yourself. Please don't copy all of mine because that is not what we are doing. Have a look. So I think he is determined. Now, I think Miguel is determined because his whole family tell him, no music, music is bad, you're going to be a shoemaker, forget about all of this musician dream, okay? But he doesn't say, okay, he doesn't give up on his dream. He is determined to become a musician. He is determined to show his family what a good musician he can be. On the outside, I noticed he has brown eyes, so I added that in too. I also agreed with you guys, and I said that Miguel is brave because he puts himself in dangerous positions and tries to help everyone, and he is not afraid. Also, at the singing contest, he's really nervous beforehand, but in the end, he gets up and sings in front of everyone, and that takes bravery. Another outside trait is that he has black hair. Another inside trait is curious. So a lot of these words are words that you guys came up with. So I think he's curious because he's always trying to find the answer to questions that he has. He also is wearing a red sweater and jeans. So that's another one for my outside characteristics. So please fill in as what you want to. Please fill in the characteristics and the character trait box the way that you would like. So the word creative isn't here, but I really loved Kiwi's word creative. So I actually might just type that in underneath here. So I love that word. Good girl, Kiwi. Okay, moving on to the next box. Here we have Dante. So Dante, as we know, is the street dog that follows Miguel around. Have a look at my examples before I ask for your own examples. I believe that Dante is simple-minded on the inside. Now, simple-minded means that he doesn't think about things in a complex or difficult way. After all, he is a dog. So Dante is very simple-minded. If he sees food, he will get distracted and run off and go to eat the food. He's not logically thinking about things. On the outside, I noticed that he is hairless. So this type of dog is renowned in Mexico, and they have very few hairs on their body, maybe just some on their head and some on their tail, but they are known as hairless dogs. Okay, what else do you guys think about Dante? Think about what he does in the story. Think about how he acts. What do you think? Remember, there are no wrong answers here as long as you can provide evidence to back it up. So you can say, I think Dante is blah, 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 because he did this in the story. So just know there are no wrong answers. It's your opinion and just back it up with some evidence. I'd like to hear from Ming Huang. Ming Huang, what do you think about Dante?
He's loyal.
Sorry.
What?
Can you say it again, but a bit slower?
Loyal.
Loyal. Oh, wow. Well done, Ming Huang. Can you tell me why you think he's loyal?
because she follow Miguel and the adventure.
Very good. Well done. So Bing Huang, I'm also noting down your name for an extra effort answer. Loyal is a great answer. Dante is a loyal dog because he follows Miguel around everywhere. He doesn't leave his side. Quang Hai, what do you think about Dante?
I think outside Dante have a long tail because have a long tongue, and because in the adventure his tongue is so long that he can put around his head 2 times.
Yeah, he wraps it around his mouth, doesn't he? Well done, Quang Hai. So yeah, on the outside, absolutely, we could write long tongue. Great job. Kui Kang, your hand was raised. What were you going to say?
I think Dante is friendly.
Friendly?
Yes,
Yeah, great. And why is he friendly?
because when Miguel's Dante always go with Miguel's.
Yeah, he is a good friend to Miguel. He helps Miguel when Miguel is in trouble. Absolutely. So friendly is another word I would agree with. So I wrote the word helpful. Now I wrote the word helpful because in the movie, Dante is always helping Miguel. Miguel gets into trouble in many different scenarios and situations, and Dante helps Miguel get out of those dangerous and difficult situations. On the outside, I also wrote that Dante has gray skin. So the color of Dante is gray. That's the color of his skin. Another inside trait I have is loyal. So I wrote down the same thing that Ming Huang wrote down. If you are loyal to someone, it means that you're always there with them. You will never turn your back on them. You will never leave them. So Dante is a street dog. He doesn't belong to Miguel, but Miguel is kind to him. So Dante follows him wherever he goes. Another outside trait I have is that he is messy and scruffy. So he's not a very well-kept dog. He's not a poodle that gets a haircut every month and gets brushed and washed in yummy smelling shampoo. He's a messy, dirty street dog, but he's still extremely cute. So this is what I got, and I want you guys to fill in the extra box to think of something yourself. So fill in those extra 2 boxes with an extra 2 traits that you can think of. So Kui Kang said friendly, so we could add friendly in, and Quang Hai said has a long tongue. So I'm going to fill them in for myself because I agree with them. He is a friendly dog. So I'll add that in. A long tongue. I'm going to add that in too. Perfect. So make sure your boxes are filled with words. All right. And again, for those of you who don't have a booklet, you will have to do this for homework. So that's why I wanted you guys to print out your booklet before today. We have classwork and homework, but if you don't do it during class, it becomes homework. All righty, guys, that brings us to the end of our lesson. So for homework, just let me show you what I want you to do, and then I'll explain it. Here we go. Okay, guys, so for homework, you have a couple of things to do. Firstly, I want you to complete the character trait boxes. So let me show you. We've just done Miguel and Dante together. We have not done Imelda. So I want you to do Imelda by yourself at home. I'll give you 2 examples that I chose. I chose that she is stubborn because she decides not to forgive, and she always hates music and she doesn't change her mind. And on the outside, she has black hair. You also have to do Hector Rivera. Talented and so wonderful at playing the guitar. And on the outside, he is lonely. So we notice that he doesn't really have any friends and everyone is forgetting about him. So that's another outside trait that we can see about Hector. You also have to do Mama Coco. So Mama Coco, for me, I wrote that in the inside, she is forgetful. So she's getting to a really old age where she's suffering from something called dementia. And that's when elderly people, their brain stops working as well as it should, and they forget things like even who their family are. On the outside, I noticed that she is an old lady, so I wrote that down. You need to do Ernesto de la Cruz as well. My examples for him are that the inside, he's jealous. He's so jealous of Hector because Hector is able to write these beautiful songs, and he's very jealous that Hector wants to leave and go and be with his family, and that's why he ends up doing the bad thing that he does. On the outside, I noticed that he is quite a tall character, so I wrote that down. So, and then you have one more box to do, which is empty. So there's an empty character traits box, as you can see in your booklet, and you can pick any character you would like that we haven't done and fill in a character trait box about them. Next, after that, I would like you to have a look at this. I would like you to fill in the sequence of events table. So on pages 12 to 14. So let me just scroll up and show you. So on your booklet on page 12, you will notice it says sequence of events. There are 12 pictures on the next 2 pages, and I want you to write the number here. Oh, excuse me. Write the number here in the little white paint scratch. Write the number there. So we're sequencing our pictures. What happened first, next, then last. You just simply write the number. Number 12, the final one, has been done for you. When you are finished sequencing these, I would like you to complete this page. Write a short description about the picture from the previous page. So for example, number 12, we already know. I want you to write a sentence about this picture. So for example, you might write the sentence, in the end, Miguel is allowed to play music and it brings his family closer together. So just write one sentence about each of the pictures. Do I have any questions about what you have to do for homework? Okay, great. So there are no questions about what you have to do. Wonderful. So what you have to do is your character trait boxes, finish them off, and also fill in the sequence of events table. All right, guys, since there are no questions about the lesson today. Oh, sorry. Teddy, you have a question?
But when I see in the photo that you sent, the characters that you show us are some more characters in the character.
Yes, so that's just an extra activity for you guys to do. So there's an extra page saying it's like an advanced page with characters that you don't really hear a lot about. So that's just an extra activity for you guys to do at home if you want to.
If we don't have a booklet, we need to print it out.
Yes, we have to print it out. It's super important that we do that. So that's why I told you on Friday, because all of your homework and all of your classwork is going to be in this booklet. So please ask mom and dad to help you get it printed out. Okay?
But in Friday, I'm absent.
Okay, Zaling, so I understand now. So I will ask Miss Lan to send you another email with the movie and with the booklet. So Zaling, it's so important today that you sit down and watch the movie and you print out that booklet. The movie's a great movie, so it's not like it's something bad to do. You'll really enjoy it, I hope. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Since there are no more questions, I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you and say goodbye. Still make sure that you upload your homework by 9 p.m. If I don't see your name on there by 9 p.m., you will lose Class Dojo points for not handing your homework in. So please make sure that you do that on time. All right, guys, that's all for today. See you tomorrow for more movie study. Bye.